everyone, my name is Stephanie. I am one of the owners with my husband Turner of Mountain Made Fitness Collective. We're here in the mountains in Revelstoke, British Columbia, and since our gym is closed for the next 2 weeks, what my husband and I are doing, we're going to be putting out home workouts for you to follow on our YouTube channel. So if you liked them, please like and subscribe to our channel. Today I'm going to be doing an 8-minute EMOM. An EMOM is every minute on the minute, and we're gonna go for 8 minutes. So we're gonna choose 2 movements. The 2 movements that I've chosen today are gonna be Russian twists, which we'll go through, and also shoulder taps. So we'll do this for 8 minutes. First of all, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna show you the 2 movements and all the options you have with these movements. So the first one is gonna be the Russian twists. We're gonna start on our butt, on the ground. So the feet can either be flat on the ground, or if you can keep in this reclined position, this is the position that's going to be a little bit more difficult. And if you can keep this is the position you're going to hold. So first of all, we can do it without weight. So if you think about holding something in your hand, this is just going to give you a bit of a visual. So what you're going to do, you're going to twist, you're going to look towards the side that you're twisting to, and then you're going to alternate. So I'm just going to continue my twist, working for 40 seconds, and then I'm going to relax. If you need to rest, 40 seconds is too much work for you. You can do for 30 seconds. If you want to do for 20 seconds, rest for 10, come back in. It's up to you, just depends where you're at with your fitness. Today, I'm going to use a weight. So I have a backpack, and I've also put a 10-pound dumbbell in there, just wrapped up. So if you have a backpack at home, you don't have any dumbbells, what you can do is grab a bag of rice or just add a little bit of load to a backpack, and then you can use your backpack as weight. This backpack is an M pack, and so it has nice handles on it conveniently for me to use as I do my twist, but you could also hold the backpack in any way that's comfortable. I'm gonna grab the handles, I'm gonna find my reclined position, I'm gonna twist side to side, working for 40 seconds, and then I'm gonna rest. Perfect, so that's movement number 1. Movement number 2 is gonna be plank shoulder taps. So first thing is going to be finding that plank position. We need to be in a straight arm position to best do those shoulder taps. So you're going to find your straight arm position. Remember from the core video the other day, if you watched it, our plank position, it's really important that the wrists are stacked directly underneath the shoulders and that we're not holding our plank out here. We want the back to be nice and flat and not sagging in the hips or in the upper dog position, downward dog position. So what we're going to do, we're going to hold here, and then you're going to start to add the shoulder taps. So the big thing with these shoulder taps is that you want to keep the hips and shoulders square to the mat. This is extremely difficult to do. So you really want to think about tensing the core, squeezing the glutes, keeping everything nice and tight, the shoulders and hips square. What I don't want to see is as I twist, that I twist open with the hips. Okay, so if you need to go a little bit wider with the base of your feet, just for stability, go wider. So we're just gonna go nice and slow in the shoulder taps. I can also scale to my knees. Again, making sure that my tailbone's tucked under and I'm not in this cat position. Another option would be using a bench or a chair. So a bench, just something gives you a little bit of incline, making sure that it's stable. So find my plank position, and again, I would do my shoulder taps here. Big thing is that I'm not twisting, opening, and rotating the hips. So you need to stabilize with the core to keep the hips nice and still and the shoulders square. The great thing about these 2 movements is that it's not only great core exercise, but as well you'll get a little bit of arms as well. So let's give it a go. Unfortunately, I can't play any music for you because we're putting this on YouTube. And so please put some music on and then join me. Need a clock. You can follow along with me or grab your phone and use your clock to go. So we're going to do 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. We're going to work for 8 minutes, alternating between those 2 movements. So let's get started. Here's my start button. So in 10 seconds, we're going to start with the Russian twists, and then we're going to go into the shoulder taps. I've got my weighted bag. I'm gonna bring my feet outside our reclined position, and I'm gonna go. So the big thing is that you wanna count your reps, and you wanna try to match each round, getting the same amount of Russian twists. I'm talking twisting, So I'm gonna have no idea how many I'm doing. I'm gonna work for another 20 seconds. If you need to stop, take a break, and then come back in. If it's too much with the legs up, you're feeling in the lower back, bring the feet down, continue the twist. This is still a really great movement. I can also ditch the weight and continue for 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Now I'm gonna switch to my shoulder taps. So remember, lots of options for this. If the plank position is too hard, I can go to the knees, I can go to the bench. The big thing is, doesn't matter where you are, is that the hips and shoulders stay square. Okay, I'm gonna start, 3, 2, 1. Find my plank position. Hitting my shoulders. The shoulders too hard, go for the head, go for the forearm. Okay, keeping that core nice and tight. Really think about pressing into the mat and go nice and slow, keeping everything nice and contracted. So we're gonna go like 20 seconds to go. Remember to breathe. Try not to twist. 10 seconds to go. And rest. For that 20 seconds, I can just push back into child's pose, stretch out my shoulders, and then get ready to go again. Back into my twist. EMOMs are great because you get a lot of volume in a short period of time. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Again, the fire is on, cooking. I'm sweating already. Okay, trying to keep that reclined position, twisting and looking side to side. Can also ditch my weight and then just twisting side to side. I still get lots of work here, working those obliques, side to side. If the back hurts at all, remember, put the feet down, keep twisting, and rest. Remember, we're going for 8 minutes, so we need to pace ourselves. The biggest thing is form. Don't worry about what variation you're doing as long as you can maintain good form. Okay, we're gonna go back into those shoulder taps. 3, 2, 1. Wider feet's a little bit easier, helps keep you a little bit more stable. Remember, the big thing is everything stays square. Remember to breathe, trying to count your reps. Keeping an eye on the clock. 20 seconds to go. Try and keep the hands stacked under the shoulders. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Pushing back into child's pose, just stretch out and rest. So with these EMOMs, I don't have a lot of time between my sets. If you need to take a minute off, just rest a minute, come back in. Okay, we're coming up to the halfway point. 3, 2, 1. Back to the twist. Keeping good form. Looking side to side. Keeping the core nice and braced. Feet together. "20 seconds to go. "10 seconds. Good. Last 10, just gonna drop. 3, 2, 1, and rest. So I'm just gonna show you a little bit of a variation, mixing it up. So if you are using the bench or a chair, make sure that it's nice and stable. 10 seconds. So same thing, we want to keep that nice plank position. We don't want to drop in the hips. Find your plank, shoulder taps, nice and slow, not letting the hips rotate. This is a great progression if you want to start learning how to do handstand walking. It's that unweighting and unweighting of body transfer of weight. "15 seconds to go." You can see I'm breathing hard, even on this easier option, but they're not very easy. And rest. Okay, we've got 2 more minutes, 1 more Russian twist, 1 more plank. Okay, 10 seconds. I'm gonna get my bag, come back to my weight. 3, 2, 1. So it's always great to start with your hardest version that you have. And then when you start to get tired, the first thing you want to do is take the load down. Okay, we always want to maintain that form. So by dropping the load, I can still keep the movement and the integrity of the movement. 20 seconds to go. So you can see when I get tired, I just drop my bag and I'm still going. Instead of resting, I'm still twisting. 10 seconds to go. Even with no weight, this movement's extremely difficult. Okay, and rest. If you feel any tightness in your hip flexors, I would say keeping the feet nice and flat. Sometimes I get gripping in the hip flexors on that movement, so that's an option. Just keep your feet flat for that one. Okay, last 40 seconds here of our shoulder taps. I'm gonna go back to the plank position. Remember, you can always do these on your knees. It's the same thing, just keeping the shoulders and hips nice and square. Okay, so last 30 seconds. Again, fighting the resistance to twist, that's the hard part. It's really easy to twist and open. It's really hard to keep yourself nice and square. That's where all the work is gonna come. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice work. That was a sweaty one by the fire. Yeah, really simple core workout, 2 movements, 8 minutes. It's a great little burn for the core. We're gonna be putting out workouts daily for the next couple weeks. If you like them, please like and subscribe to our channel, and thanks for watching.